Welcome to Module 6. This module is all about uploading your video correctly. Uploading your video isn't as simple as just dragging and dropping that video into YouTube and hope that people find it. The upload process is critical in your video being found. In this video, I'm going to show you the best practices that you need to do. Think of this as a routine that you perform when you upload your video, every video. So what we're going to do is learn how to optimize that video so that it gets found in search. And if you do it right, you should gain some view velocity in the first 48 hours of that video being uploaded. And if you do that, that means it's going to be bumped into suggested videos too, which means more watch time. Remember, 4,000 hours watch time in the period of 12 months means you get monetized if you've got 1,000 subscribers. I'm also going to talk about playlists and how to use them as a secret weapon to get even more watch time. So let's crack on with the lesson and let's go create. Okay guys, so we are in our test channel here. Essentially what we're going to do is we're going to set some things up first before we upload the video. We're doing this so we don't have to do this every time we do a video. So if you look on the left hand side, dashboard, videos, playlists, scroll down to the bottom and you can see settings. If we click on settings, you can see we get a bunch of different options here. Now the default units, USD, this is for if you are monetized. What we want to look at is channel. And the first thing we're going to do is we're going to look at the basic info. And this is where you edit the tags for your channel. Now these come from that keyword research that you have done. So what you want to do is have it as keyword 1, keyword 2, keyword 3, key phrase 1, key phrase 2. So what you can do is you can select those and you can put those key phrases in there that are relevant to your niche. Remember, what is your channel about? Here's what we're going to do. We're also going to set the country. So if you're in the UK, then obviously it makes sense to set this for the United Kingdom. So I'm going to set that for the United Kingdom. But here's the next bit. Upload defaults. So this is what comes up in your videos. Now the title for each video is going to be unique. So essentially you can leave that empty. But if you have something in your description that you want to guide your viewers to your Facebook page or something else like that, or to your Instagram, then what you can do is you can put this information in here so you don't have to copy and paste it or rewrite it out every time. It automatically comes up. But what I would suggest you do is you make sure that you load this up with some information about you, and then something like I create videos about, and then what we want to do is have it as key phrase 1, keyword, and keyword. So what you do is you put your keywords in there so that they come up and they are automatically loaded in there. What you have is two parts to the description. We have an above the fold and a below the fold part of the description. But this below the fold is what YouTube reads as well, and it defines your channel. So we put that information in there. You can also put join my Facebook group, and then you put the link there, and then follow my Instagram. So you would put your Insta name there. Then you might do follow my TikTok, and you might put your TikTok name there, so you don't have to type this stuff out. You get rid of that boring stuff that takes up too much time. What I do on my channel is I always like to say thank you for watching. And on my channel, I actually have a PayPal link. Hopefully you get an idea of what you can put in that section there. What we're also going to do is we're going to set the video so that when you have uploaded it, it is automatically unlisted. You want to make sure that that video is unlisted. And as well as that, what you want to do is put some basic tags in here. Now, a cool little trick is to put a unique tag to you. That has an effect of linking your videos by the tags. So I would put a unique tag in there. This is awesome YouTuber, and that might be my tag that I put in there as my custom tag, and that goes in every video automatically, and that links those videos together. Next, you might want to put your key phrase in for key phrase 1, key phrase 2, keyword 1, keyword 2. So I've already loaded some very niche specific keywords in there. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over to my advanced settings and get into some of the things that we need to sort out in here. We need a standard YouTube license. This is your category. So here you can look in this section here. This is to define your video where it's best suited. This helps YouTube out a little bit. It's not really that important if you don't set it, but if you are doing comedy skits, then it makes sense to get it in comedy. If you are doing music, set that category as music. So let's assume that awesome YouTuber is going to be a gaming channel. We'll put that in there. We're also going to select the language as being English. Because we are an English channel, then that's what we want to do. We want to put it in as English. And you've got a choice of whether you want United Kingdom, United States, Ireland. I'm just going to set that for United Kingdom. And I'm also going to make sure that inappropriate comments are held for review. I don't want any nasty language on my channel. I do want my viewers to view the ratings for this video because I want that feedback. I want them to see that I'm genuine. I don't want to hide my subscribers. I don't want to hide my views or anything else like that. I want to be completely open with my viewers. Now what I want to do is I want to come back up to channel and I want to go into advanced settings. We want to do something here because there was a law that came in called COPPA, C-O-P-P-A, which was for the protection of children. If you have a video featuring kids, then there are specific rules around that. And indeed, if you are a young person with a channel, then you have to look into how this is going to work for you guys. This is really, really critical because what happens is if I set this channel as made for kids, if you hope to get the channel monetized, then there will be less relevant ads shown on your videos. That's a whole different video in itself. Also, notifications, comments and stories will be disabled. If you get 10,000 subscribers, you get stories, which is essentially like Instagram. What this also means is that you will not be able to have comments under your videos and you will not be notified if someone subscribes to your channel. So if you have content that is not made for kids, you can put that in there. But if you are a young person, if you are classed as a child yourself, then you want to set this channel as made for kids. Unfortunately, that's the way the world is right now. Some bad apples come along and spoil it for everybody else. Once you monetize, this is where you link your account as well. Worth looking at when we're in here. We can look in the branding section here. Now, you can get more subscribers just purely by having a subscriber button in the bottom corner of your video. I'm going to upload one now. So I have a subscribe watermark there. I'm going to put that there, and then that means that if I select that to run the entire video, that will be there, and that will be another prompt to enable somebody to subscribe to this channel. Once I'm happy with that, I'm going to hit save. So now we are ready to upload a video, and you can see in your channel dashboard we have a blue button that says upload videos. But if that isn't there, what we can also do is we can go up to the top near our account avatar and you can see it says create. That is another place where we can upload our videos. Get that pop up there so we can either drag and drop that video into there, or I can hit the blue undo button and navigate to that folder where the video is. This is a video that is called keyword. This is just a test video. I'm going to hit that there, and then we're going to go through the rest of the upload process. Now, as you can see, that upload default has been set in there. That text that I put in those settings has popped up in my channel. And what you can see there is that the title is the name of the video. What we want to do is we want to expand that title based around the keyword research that we did. And as you can see, we get 100 characters maximum. Now, I'd suggest that you don't want to use those. You want to use 45 to 60 characters maximum, because it's going to depend on which type of device, how much of that title you're actually going to see. So what we're going to do here as well is we're waiting for this video to be uploaded, and I'm also going to go down and I'm going to click on more options. So you can see here, if you have a paid promotion, product placement, or an endorsement, then you have to check that there. But you can also see those preloaded tags are in there. All those other defaults that we set are in there as well. I like to set the recording date to the date of upload, and the video location, set it to United Kingdom, to the place where you are. Once I'm happy with that, then what I can do is I can click next. Now, you remember that end screen that I talked about? Well, here is where we can add an end screen. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to do that once the video has uploaded to its own page. Also, you can see it says add cards. A word of caution: if you add a card to your video, essentially you're opening that video up to being clicked off and going somewhere else. You want to keep the viewer watching, so I don't recommend add cards. If you want to give a prompt to a viewer to another video that you've done, refer them to the end screen. That means they will potentially watch to the end of the video to get to that link. So I'm going to click next again. I'm going to leave that as unlisted. What we can also do here is we can schedule that for a specific date. So if you've created your video and you want to publish that while you're on holiday or while you're at school, because that's when your viewers are watching, then you can schedule this video for that specific time. I'm not going to do that because I want to go through this unlisted process with you. Next, I'm going to click save. Here you get options for sharing your video. These are the main social media platforms, and we will get into this later on in the final module. But if you wanted to share this video, then what you could do is click on this copy video link in the window here, but we're not going to do that for now. So I've closed that out there, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to my dashboard here, and I'm going to go click on videos. Here you can see my video. Because I have TubeBuddy running, what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the TubeBuddy plugin to help me to optimize this video based around those keywords. Remember, we looked at the keyword explorer before, so if this was a cat video or a gaming video, then you could look for those videos here. So what we do is we hover over the video and we get a pencil, which is the details. We can see the analytics for the video. We can see the comments that have been put on the video, and we can view it on YouTube. Also, we can see the 3 pips, and if we click on those 3 pips, we can see the place where we can edit the title and description, get the shareable link, promote. That's for YouTube ads. We don't want to worry about that, but also save your video, download it, or delete it. It's highly recommended that if you have a video that you don't want people to see, is not to delete it, just unlist it or make it private so people can't see it. So I'm going to click on the pencil icon, and then we get a full page for the video here. You can see we get a lot more options. You get the video, we get all those different features. So we can see here, we're going to flesh this keyword out. So if we had keyword, key phrase, which might be 5 or 6 words, and we might even want to put it so that it looks like it's relevant to this year, you could put that in there. And then what you want to do is you want to go to the top of the video and you want to weight the top of the description with words that are the same as the keyword. So here you can see this video is a look into keyword and key phrase 1. A good idea in the description is to always talk to the person as if you are talking to them in real life. Now what we can also do with the description is add hashtags. Now you want to add 3 hashtags maximum. So I've put 3 keywords in there and those are related to your video. So that's a simple idea of how you can flesh out that description. Like I said, this is 5,000 characters that you are allowed. Make sure you use them. If you can figure out and use your script potentially, put that in the description. The scripts that you use to make that video, put it in that description. Use the phrases that you use there. What we can do now is we can add a thumbnail. Because this channel hasn't been verified, we can't have that thumbnail, but I can select still frames from the video and these will be the thumbnails that get seen on YouTube. As you can see here, I have more tags. This is where TubeBuddy comes in really importantly. You can see here I've got a limited number of keywords. This is why I recommend the Pro edition of TubeBuddy, because that will give you an unlimited source of keywords and key phrase tags that you can put in the tag section of this page here. Put that information in there, those tags. What we can also do is we can add this to a playlist. Now if you don't have a playlist, then create the playlist. This is the important thing that I was talking about with playlists. I will show you on my guitar channel how I've put a playlist together after I've got into the nitty-gritty of this. But the playlist here, it could be based around a keyword and key phrase. I'm going to create that playlist. I can also create this playlist so that it is visible, or it is unlinked, or it is private. Done. So I have added that key phrase video to that playlist. Now the idea that I mentioned about building powerful playlists, I will show you that in my guitar channel. The next thing we want to do is put something in the end screen. So here we have some templates for the end screen, and here are some basic designs that you can see that you get. That's the full length of the end screen there, and the elements we want to add there are, we want to add a subscribe button. So we have that subscribe button that comes up at the end of the video. We also want to include our playlist for the niche that we have just done that video. If you have 3 or 4 videos all based on the same keyword and key phrase and they are in a playlist, it makes sense to put that keyword or key phrase at the end of that end screen there. I'm also going to select a video, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to allow best for viewer, I'm going to allow YouTube to select that video, because YouTube does all the analytics and works out what people are going to watch. Remember, YouTube wants people to continue watching these videos. I can also preview what that looks like. So if I hit play now, this is why we need that extra bit of space at the end of the video for the end screen. So you've got to build that into that whole anatomy of the video itself. And you can see it lets you preview that. You can add more elements, but I think the more options there are, the harder it is for somebody to make up their mind what to actually choose. So if we save that, we now have an end screen. Like I said, cards are interesting, but they generally send a viewer from your video elsewhere. Now, if you feel it's important, or you've got a video and you have an updated version, you may use a card as a route to get to that new video. But like I say, if you can save that for the end screen, then that could potentially lead to a viewer watching the whole of that video, which means your watch time is up, your retention is up, and that is something that YouTube loves. So we're not really going to put any cards in there. We have the upload default set there, but also TubeBuddy gives us a list of best practices. This is the checklist of things that we want to make sure that we've thought about before we publish that video. Now that I've got that all pretty much optimized, I'm going to click save. All those options are locked in. What I'm also going to do is I'm going to check the video quality. I can see that I have an SD version, but I'm looking for that high definition version as well. This is why we're shooting that high definition. The YouTube Studio page is quite big. It takes some time to get used to using this. In here you have all your analytics. You can see how many views you've got, how many subscribers you've got. This is something you need to dig into and get to know. You also have an editor, so if there is a little bit that you want to cut out of your video, then you can do that in here. It's really tricky to edit in the YouTube editor. You can check comments on that video, and all those comments that I said where you hold those potentially inappropriate comments, then what you do is you can click there and it also captures spam comments for you. And then we have the subtitles page where you can upload, add subtitles for videos. Once you are happy with your video, then you go to visibility and you would click that, and then you would change it from save or publish to private, unlisted, or public. Set as instant premiere works if you have a lot of subscribers. And what that does is it gives it a countdown and gives you enough time for your subscribers to get to their devices and watch your video. I'm going to leave that for now, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you a peek into my guitar channel so you can see how this playlist power works, how we get that playlist as a secret weapon to help you get more views. Okay guys, we are in my guitar channel, and what we're going to do is we're going to go in the dashboard, and you can see that this looks different when you have quite a few videos in it and a lot of stuff going on. But as you can see from my dashboard here, it says videos and then it says playlists. This icon here tells you that this is going to open in another window. So if I click on that, it will open a separate page and it will load all my video playlists. And you can set these video playlists to be private, and you can have them so that everybody can view them. Now, if I click on this one here that says understanding musical intervals, or if I go to the end here, I see it says edit playlist. I click on that. Then what you can see is I get a list of videos here, and what I can do is I can take these videos and I can edit this playlist. So I can edit the title of this playlist based around keywords that I want to rank for. Because I want to rank for musical intervals in this playlist, then that's what I've called this playlist. I've also put a little description in there, so this is also a little helpful way to get a little bit more info into YouTube. As you can see, I have this video here at the top. Out of all of these videos, this is my most popular video in this playlist, but each of these videos in the end card joins on to the next video that I want the viewer to watch. So this is why this is a really powerful secret weapon. So if I click on this video now and go to the end screen, you can see that I have that playlist as an option in the end screen. If I don't like where this is in my end screen, I can change that end screen and move those elements around in the end screen. So it's always about taking the viewer from one video into the next video, 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 and then into the next video. If you can get a chain of people watching all these videos in a playlist, then you will do very well on YouTube. This section is just going to be about how you optimize this video. While you are in the video settings, then it makes sense to do a few little things to help you to get more views. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pin the first comment on my video. I open up my video to view it on YouTube. This is my most popular video. This has nearly got 1 million views as this one. It's not far off, but you can see I have pinned comment here, and this was something I did a month ago, and I can update that. But say I wanted to copy something that I wanted people to be able to go to a playlist or to watch another video, then I could put that in there. What I would do is I would publish that. I could then click the 3 pips at the side. I can pin a comment. So I can pin any comment. If I take this one, still don't get it. There, pin that comment. I can pin that comment and that will pin to the top. You can only pin 1 comment, unfortunately, but that helps to get more views, and that's something that you do when you upload your video. Okay guys, on to the next bit. Okay, so we are over on my guitar channel, and I just wanted to show you how you could upload your thumbnail, because we didn't have that available in that beginner YouTube channel that we set up that was basically just to test things out. So essentially this video here is about how to play the F chord on guitar. Now this video isn't doing as well as I would like it to. I can check that in the analytics, and I can see for the last 28 days it hasn't had that many views. I can also see that this has got a 1.5% click-through rate. That's called that CTR, remember. So I want to swap this thumbnail out for this video, because that could get me more views. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the details page here, and also you can see here I have all my default information here that I pack into all of those videos in my upload defaults. And then as I scroll down, I can show you that I have got this thumbnail here. I can use any of these images if I wanted to swap those out, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to put in a custom thumbnail. So I'm going to click on these 3 pips here, and I get the option to change or indeed download that thumbnail just in case if I want to save it. But because I created it on this computer, then I know it's already going to be here. So if I click on change, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to navigate to that thumbnail, which is this one here. So as you can see, this is a lot clearer. This is an older video. This video is from something like 2016. This is an older video, so obviously it's a good idea to keep on updating your thumbnails, change them out. Now you can change your thumbnails every 4 days if you wanted to see what works, and check the CTR, make sure you know what is working there. Now I've just done that. That means I can just click save, and I have changed that thumbnail on the channel now. And that is how you upload a custom thumbnail. It's very easy, guys. I should say as well, if you don't have access to making thumbnails, or you want to do a quick thumbnail, then if you have TubeBuddy Pro license, then what you can do is you can create a thumbnail inside YouTube Studio itself. And what you can do is you can take a still frame from the video, and then what I can do is I can scroll along and find one which looks kind of like, get rid of this here, more videos, and you can see that I'm demonstrating that, and I'll just scroll along there so it shows you those there. Oh, that's a good one where it's pointing. So if I wanted to take that one there, I could use that one, but then what I do is continue. I can add text, easy F chord, I can choose a font, I can choose whether it's got background on it, all that sort of stuff. I add that layer, and easy F chord, I can put that up there. And that's another way to do these thumbnails as well. I can put images, and this is one of those things that you've got to play around with and see how it works, so you can see whether I like this one or easiest F chord. I can check all the other thumbnails that other people are doing and see if mine stands out and looks a bit different to those. So you're always testing your thumbnails and making sure they look a bit better. I think that easiest F chord one looks very convincing, so I'm going to keep that one that I created. I'm going to close this and I'm not going to save and publish that one. The TubeBuddy is massively powerful for saving you time so that you can create more videos, and the more videos you make, the more chance you have of getting views and subscribers. Well done, you've completed module 6. In the next video in this series, which is the final module of this Start Your YouTube Channel from Scratch course, I'll be talking about how to share your content to gain views and subscribers. I'm also going to talk about the mindset that you need to continue growing your channel when it feels like you're not getting anywhere. Okay guys, I will see you in the next module.